Hey guys, welcome to the 108th C# tutorial that I'm making for the new Boston. And in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to use the TrackBar control and the NumericUpDown control. The first control that we're going to be looking at is the TrackBar control. So just go over to your toolbox and drag a TrackBar control onto your form. You're also going to need to have a button, so just make sure you have that as well. The first property that we're going to be looking at is the maximum property. And the maximum property is basically just the maximum value that the user can select. So if we were to drag this track bar all the way to the right, it would represent 10 since the maximum value is 10. If we were to change this to 100, then when we have this all the way to the far right, it would represent 100. The minimum is just the minimum value that the track bar can represent. So when it's on this left side right here, it represents 0 because it's as far left as it can get. If we were to change this to like 1 or 2 or something, then it would represent 2 right now. The next thing that we can mess with is the tick frequency. And that basically means how often there will be a tick. Since our maximum is 10 and the tick frequency is 1, there'll be 10 ticks because there is a tick for each value. So if we were to change this to 100, we would have 100 ticks because there is 1 tick for each value. If we were to change this tick frequency to like 5, then we would get 20 ticks because for each 5 values, there's a single tick. Alright, so in order to get the value that the user has selected in the track bar, we can use the value property. So we're just going to have a message box display the value that the user has selected in the track bar. So we're just going to say messagebox.show here, trackbar1.value, and this returns an integer, so we're going to have to use the toString method to convert it into a string. Alright, so now when we debug here, we should have 0 right now because the minimum value is 0. Yep, if we were to drag this all the way to the far right, you should see 100 because 100 is a maximum value. Yep, and anywhere in between should it be in between 0 and 100. Perfect. Another thing that you can do with the track bar is change the orientation. Right now it's horizontal, meaning it's like across. If we were to make it vertical, we would obviously make it vertical. So it's up and down now. And again, this would just be the bottom, so this is 0, and this is the top, so it'd be 100. So now we should just see 0. Yep, change this up, we should see 100. Anywhere in between should be in between 0 and 100. Yep. You can also change where the ticks are if you wanted them to be on this side, or I guess to be on the left since it's vertical right now, or if you wanted them to be on the right. Or you could just disable the ticks so they're not even there at all, or you can have them on both sides. I think it looks fine that way, but I guess it's up to you. So that's pretty much all we're going to do for the track bar control. It's not really much to it. The other control that we're going to be looking at is the NumericUpDown. And the NumericUpDown basically just only allows you to type numbers in there. And so if we were to just debug here, TrackBar 1 doesn't exist because we deleted it. But alright, so now when we debug, you can only enter numbers in here. It's pretty much a masked text box that only allows you to enter numbers. So we can only enter numbers. If we try to type in letters, it won't even let us. But the nice thing about this is it will just increment it for us. So we can just have it go up by 1. But you can change how many it goes up. For example, the increment right now is 1. But if we wanted to change that to like 10 or something, now it would go up by 10 every time we clicked up, and it would decrement by 10 every time we click the down right here. So we click up, get 10, click down, goes down. You can also screw with the minimum and maximum values. The maximum right now is 100. Change that to something else. The minimum right now is 0. We can make that like a -10. Maximum, make it like 1,000. So if we type in like 1,000 right here and click up, nope, it won't let us go down anymore. Type in -10 and try to go down. We can't go down anymore. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this tutorial. Those two controls are pretty basic. There's not really that much to them. I just think you should know about them. So, yep, see you guys.